My name's Grant Oxenbridge. I'm the owner of Carbartec New Zealand and very proud to be the distributor of Technitool products, or their woodworking range specifically called Nova. Today we're here to discuss this new drill press. This has been on the New Zealand market about 1 month, and this is the latest offering from Nova, which is hopefully we know is a New Zealand originating company, and the design work is done here in Auckland. So this is a little benchtop drill press. We've been selling the floor mounted one for 3 years. So yeah, latest model. Few people requested something smaller, suitable for the home, and sitting on a bench. So just going to run through a few features. This has the DVR, the digital variable reluctance drive. This is a motor system pioneered by Technitool. For us, it gives us tremendous torque, tremendous speed control. Most importantly, this motor senses its speed and controls its power input to maintain the speed. So with drill presses, as we like on lathes, we're interested in setting a speed and having the motor maintain it. So we don't want to sink, or we don't want to have to set a higher speed to achieve the speed we want to do under load. So it's a digital variable reluctance. It is directly driving through the spindles. Like all small drill presses have belts and pulleys. That does not exist on this machine. So here we have the self-start button. Pressing the self-start on, when we let's zero the depth out. When we pull the depth by about 8 millimeters, the drill will automatically start. Obviously we can drill a hole, but before we move the work, we need to release the handle. We can move the work, start with self-start. So not only is it a self-start, but it is also a self-stop. So you don't have to remember to turn the drill press off. It will turn off when the handle comes to the top. I'll turn off the self-start. The next one along is your depth set. This allows you to program the depth. So rather than just using the scales and doing it manually, we can dial in 10 millimeters of depth. We can confirm that. We then have to advise the drill where the starting point is. So we would bring the drill bit down to our work. All right. We would confirm the 0. So we have now instructed the drill to do a 10 millimeter deep hole starting in that position. And to try and show that off, I'll set it in front of the work. I will turn us on, set the speed down a wee bit. All right. We're coming back to the depth. We're above the work. As we come down, we hit the 0 point. All right. We're then going past. We're now into the work. We are beeping. Obviously 10 mils is a fairly shallow hole. And like the sensors on a car, it says you're pretty close. As we come down further, it beeps more until we reach the desired depth of 10 millimeters, where it has stopped and it is reverse spinning, and then it will turn off. All right. The option is also to have it reverse spin until it comes all the way to the top, similar to the self-start. And obviously that option would be very useful if you were unwinding a tap and had tapped a hole. So those are your controls up here. I guess I can toggle through the displays. So obviously depth is there. We can toggle through it. We have depth, we have RPM. We also have power if you're interested to know, maybe it's a process you want to know whether you can see whether you're at 100%, but I can tell you this is a very torquey little drill press. Quickly to run through some of the major, physical features. Obviously we've talked that it's direct drive all the way through, but some other practicalities. This machine has a very long spindle travel. So normally drill presses of this size would be about 85 millimeters. Here you can see the scale reading down. I've got plenty of room. We reached just under 122 mils of travel. All right, so that is quite significant and very nice for a little drill press. There has also been an upgrade or an improvement in this area. So drill presses of this size normally are what they call a 15-inch drill press, so they can handle a 15-inch diameter. This one is 16-inch, so they've moved it out a little bit. We've got all this cast iron sitting up in here to support that little bit of extra depth. All right. Obviously, we also have the safety guard systems, etc. So you can see even a sensor coming on that we have the safety guard open. What we have here is a piece of redwood, New Zealand grown redwood. I have a 2.5-inch Forstner bit, 62.5 millimeters, I've set the speed to 350, we'll just see how this goes. So this is a pretty big challenge for a little drill press. Alright, so coming down. Well, as you can see, I've made a hell of a lot of chips to tidy up. It's rather weighty across here, and Technical have added a little bit to the depth. So drill presses of this size are commonly called 14 inch. They have, in American scale, they're capable of something that's 14 in diameter. This one is a 15 inch, so it is very slightly further out. So, you know, quite nice capacity there. Obviously the safety guards, the lasers, and the lights, everything's here. Big e-stop. Let's talk about the e-stop. So let's get some speed. All right, just 2700 RPM. We are fair flying. All right, on this one, the brake is engaged. We stopped very, very rapidly. So very, very nice feature. Obviously the e-stop's emergency, your conventional on-off is sitting up here. And I think I have run out of features, but there was quite a few of them. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you.